All right, you guys, Maino and DJ Akademiks. This is a mud slang fest. They are considered arch rivals right now. Enemies, all right? I don't think there's any plans of reconciliation. No time soon. You guys, let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. We're going to come together as a collective here like we've been doing. And we all, you guys in YouTube land, hit the like button at the same time. That makes YouTube take this content, grab it, and then catapult it through the atmosphere being the algorithm. So that helps us to compete with the bigger channels because we're a smaller channel here, all right? Thank you guys in advance. Love is love. Now, with that being said, you guys, Maino and Akademiks, new arch rivals. Akademiks took the opportunity to make some observations and some critical critiques about Maino and his cast members, all right? In which Maino has responded in a Maino fashion, like the King of Brooklyn would, all right? Now, this is on the heels of a emerging podcast. Rappers transitioning from rapping into podcasting, which apparently Akademiks does not approve of it, or I guess he wants you guys to seek his approval. Him being the gatekeeper, him being the pioneer of this space that we're in, podcasting, commentating, etc. Mind you, I didn't say this, he said it. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, Akademiks is watching the show apparently, and he made some astute observations about these guys, their age appropriate, how they dress, in which Akademiks believes that these guys are not dressing according to their age, all right? And he made some remarks about the members. Now, the show is called Let's Rap About It. It's with Maino. It's 4 members. Maino, Fabulous, of course, Jim Jones, and last but not least, Dave East. That rhymed. That wasn't on purpose. All right? They're amongst the emerging podcasts out here, right? They're saying there's a consensus out there that they're saying that there's an exodus from rap, right? Rap ain't making as much money as it used to make. That's what they saying. And rappers are transitioning to the podcast field, right? And apparently Akademiks is not, he's not taking kindly to it, to say the least, because like I said, he said he's responsible for this space that we're in. And Akademiks even went as far as to say he's the reason why radio is irrelevant now, right? He made radio obsolete. Now, I'm not saying people don't still use radio because it still is a marketing tool, but the internet has taken over, and how we consume entertainment content is a little bit different in these times, right? Just side note, Netflix just purchased HBO. So you see things transitioning, right? The internet taking over TV. All right, and this is what he's referring to. So he's consider himself the pioneer of this space. So it seems like he's playing gatekeeper, but you guys will make that determination for me. Now, I got 2 videos here I'm going to play. One video is the actual Let's Rap About It podcast, and you're going to see them discussing, in which Maino speaks about DJ Akademiks. Now, you guys take the opportunity right now to hit like, and if you're a new viewer, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I promise you, this is a safe place. If you're a recurring viewer and you haven't subscribed as of yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you should be ashamed of yourself. You're watching, you're observing, but you're not engaging. No nothing. No comment, no like, no nothing. Redeem yourself and take the opportunity to subscribe and hit the like button right now. Let's go into this video.
Yo, we back with another episode, man. Let's rap about it. How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling great. Yo, Akademiks, check this out. Akademiks.
What's up?
Academics, I know you're not talking. 100%. I know you're not talking. You got the audacity to be speaking on niggas and what niggas is wearing? You talking about what niggas is wearing? You talking about the proximity between what niggas is wearing and their age? Let me explain something to you. You're a journalist and this is your opinion, so let me give you my opinion on you. I feel like you built like a dyke. I feel like you built like no, listen, 100%. Listen, I feel, let me just say how I feel. I feel like you built like a wet bag of laundry. I feel like you built, no, listen, I feel like you built like a jar of relish. You understand?
Hold on, man. We gotta pause this.
Like,
hold on. Pause. First of all, you guys, let's clap it up for Maino for being how would you say, coming out the gate ferocious. That's another term. But I can't, for lack of a better term, just being ferocious out the gate, immediately attacking academics. All right, the resiliency, being witty, the jokes, I think he may have gotten this thing that you guys are doing. I think he might have won in this beef, as in dissing, making jokes. That was funny. And I heard, that you actually liked the relish joke. All right? Let's continue.
Do no gangster shit, but listen, what I'm saying, since you want to speak about, young niggas, old niggas, and when you do that, you indirectly causing division between young and old niggas. Ain't no difference between young and old niggas. It's only time. It's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't. Period. Point blank. You understand? And when you speak about fashion and when you speak about what niggas is wearing today, let me just give you some game though. Tim's, Air Force Ones, Pelés, Averexes, and all the things that you see people wear today. Those things was made hot in this generation here. Those are the things that was made hot in the 80s and the 90s, and we made popular. So like, leave niggas out of that. Like you giving it your opinion, and my opinion to you is I think you built like a fucking a woman with 4 kids. What are we really talking about? No. Let me talk though, because this is the problem. Niggas been talking every day. We wake up, niggas is saying shit about us, and we ain't. Yeah. We take the high road every time, but we got to put things in perspective, right? You got a nigga that probably spent most of his early life afraid to really be and couldn't be in the in crowd, was insecure, couldn't take his pants off in front of women. You understand what I'm saying? So now, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, ashamed, right? Because listen, you know, part of being a senior citizen is that you still outside. And I know the hoes. Everybody know Maino know the hoes. So I know the hoes that these niggas be DMing and all, and I know what they say about these boys. They call that boy you know what they call that boy? They call that boy chicken. Chicken for chicken nugget. Stop playing with me, nigga. Come on, micro nigga. I'm a big dick dictator. Stop playing with me.
Nigga, could have went without that pop, brother. All right, now let's remove this from the stage. Now, you guys know we got 2 videos here to dissect. Now, first of all, did you guys peep the observation? First of all, you seen how who was stamping shit? Dave East stamped that. So apparently Dave East agrees with him that he's one of them guys that Akademiks, one of them guys that was scared to take his pants off in front of women when they're alone. Socially awkward. You know what I mean? Not confident. Not really in the in crowd. Now, you see Jimmy laughing. So remember, keep in mind, you guys, Maino, his proclaims that he's speaking on behalf of Jimmy, right? He's coming to their rescue. So Jimmy's laughing. Davies, he co-signed everything. But there's one person that's not so vocal. And he goes by the name of Fab. And that's the reason why Akademiks kind of like today he responded again, but he kind of removed Fab out of the equation of who he's targeting, right? For some reason he wants to spare Fab. Now let's talk about some of the things that before we watch the next video. Let's speak about some of the proclaims that Maino has. First of all, is Act considered a socially awkward person? You know, he's from the internet age. A lot of nerds, people that spend a lot of times behind the computer. They're not so great with mingling and chemistry and relationships with people, right? He's alluded to this man is not a ladies' man. I think we all can agree that Akademiks is not a ladies' man. What else he say? He spoke about the women speaking behind Akademiks. Akademiks was, there's one girl, I'm from Miami, Florida. There's one girl that Akademiks was rocking with that I seen that the girl tried to go up on Akademiks. Her name was, in my phone, is saved as Madison. If she's watching, shout out to you, ma. But I see she tried to go up on Act. So that just gives more validity to what they're proclaiming, that these women are targeting Act. Women that are just in it for the money, obviously. And if you're in it for the money, you know you're gonna speak about, it's gonna be a lot of pillow talking involved when a woman dealing with a celebrity such as Akademiks. So, in which Maino alluded to saying that they call that man chicken nugget. All right. Now, that's all amazing. It's all amusing. Excuse me. It's all amusing. I enjoying it. I'm super enjoying this. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. But there's one thing that Maino brought up that we have to address, right? And that's the Willie Lynch letter. The pinning the old versus the young. The light skin versus the dark skin. We don't need that rhetoric implemented in our communities. So I agree. I agree with Maino. This has to stop. We don't even need to continue with this, the young versus old. It don't make no sense. And we haven't come far enough to even play like that. Sometimes my people, I be wondering how you guys play with certain concepts and things of that nature. I feel like we just got out of slavery, and I don't want to go into politics, but that's how I feel. All right? You see what he's alluding to. Akademiks has a lot of things in his background with the women, different accusations. So, like I told you, this is a mud slang fest. And according to Akademiks, Maino got in his feelings, right? Akademiks saying this is low blows for Maino, according to Akademiks. As if Akademiks didn't expect this backlash from what he did. But like I said, there's an apparent gap there of perception. Internet versus streets. On the internet, it's trolling. Y'all used to trolling and stuff like that. In the streets, we troll, but we're not trolling in the manner that you guys troll. Because if we say something to somebody and we create a narrative, we could potentially run into that person. Unlike somebody from Akademiks demographic, right? All right, so the gap in the age difference. Akademiks, obviously he has a different perception. Akademiks feels like he won this back and forth. And I think the public consensus is Maino won. Maino was the most resilient. Maino got at you and was assertive. Immediately he jumped in the ring. You got to give Maino his credit. Witty, the jokes. We all laughed at Maino's jokes. Ain't nobody laughing at your jokes, Akademiks, nobody's laughing at your jokes. Now, I don't know about your chat now. Because remember, Akademiks, he has a following. If you ever see Akademiks go live, he has like 30,000 people on his live. Hands down, you got to get a man his flowers. He has a following. But there's a disconnect there. Them ain't street niggas. Right? I don't want to label your followers, right? Because they're human beings. I don't think that would be that'd be right. Nonetheless, but they do share a different perspective than the street guy. Us street dudes, right? Being a pioneer, being a gatekeeper. Akademiks, ain't nobody worried about whether you're going to let them in the game or not, to be quite frank with you, brother. You've been in this space, and for the lack of, there's no other people to compete with you in this space, right? Though I'm still going to give you your flowers because we do blueprint some of it behind you. But nonetheless, not entirely. You have a whole different approach that a street guy like me can't even approach it like that. The approach that you have, y'all quick to pick up the phone and call if somebody run into y'all. Y'all know half the things that you're saying, somebody's going to run into you. Now, this is just a side note. But just to show you that Maino and how we think, streets think versus you, two different things. So if you think you won this back and forth, if you really think that you won this, it just makes my point even more relevant, right? There's a big miscommunication there between the streets and the internet. The nerd behind the computer, shout out to all my nerds, because we need more nerds than gangsters, because that's not what I'm saying. But we got to put this in perspective. There's a disconnect between the streets and the internet. All right? Apparently, Akademiks is under the impression that he won this back and forth. Oh, this is one way he won. This conversation is like a rabbit hole. The one way Akademiks won, Akademiks reminded Maino that he's monetized on different platforms. So when he responded to Maino, he capitalized. And that's the only way that he actually won and that he's referring to. When it comes to the back and forth, you lost. So at the end of the day, what Akademiks did was he sacrificed his integrity for a check. Hello, that's the difference between the clout chasing, trolling generation versus the street generation. All right, the street demographic versus the internet demographic, because we're not into separation here. So my job is to unite us. All right, but I'm only reporting what I'm seeing, you guys. Don't shoot the messenger. The most dangerous platform on God's green earth. That part. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, all right? And turn your notification bells on. Turn your notification on so every time I drop new content, you guys will be the first ones to get it. Also, last but not least, subscribe to this channel. This is a safe place, I promise you. If you haven't subscribed as of yet, go ahead and take the opportunity. If you're a recurring viewer, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and redeem yourself so you can make it into heaven. That part.